Someone else to hold you, someone else to know. Know you better than your ghost. I thought we were even closer, but I think you should know that you let me down. Never been so low since you know around. So how's it feel now? Keep bleeding out. Don't need me now. Better without. But do you even know that you let me down? You tell me for once. Tell me what we're missing. 'Cause I don't think we're done. I can learn to listen. Listen to you. Like you want me to. I wouldn't have told you if I knew you'd take it back. Someone else to hold you, someone else if this is over. Someone else who pulls you closer. Someone else to give me closure. So tell me if it's really over. But I think you should know that you let me down. Never been so low since you know around. So how's it feel now? Keep bleeding out. Don't need me now. Better without. But do you even know that you let me down? I think you should know that you let me down. Never been so low.
Yo, what the fuck is going up, everyone? How the fuck are we doing? Yo, fun fact, I was going through my YouTube fucking shit yesterday. Or the day before, I can't fucking remember. And it turns out all my streams are being like semi-demonetized because apparently I use a little bit of language. They're not suitable for advertisers. I don't know where the fuck they get that from. I've never sworn once in my life. How are we all fucking doing? Mad Cameron, 𝐀𝐩𝐩𝐸, everyone, Acidic Cyan, what is up? The Stream King, how you doing? Hopefully you're not going deaf to my mic. Hello guys, Worko here, yo, Nick B, how you doing? I'm so loud. Let me see, I'll be the judge of that, alright? Not suitable for advertisers, I don't know. Nah, that's perfect, man, that's fucking perfect, lad. Exquisite volume, I think. Spoopy! How we doing? Great Scott, how are you, man? TranZit Reimagined before. No fucking way! We're beginning with a nuke at the first like 10 seconds! Yo, Death Dealer 2347! Also, I did fix stream elements, I can read it now.
I appreciate your work and I learned so much from your streams. Can you verify me on Discord? I'd love your opinion on some of my work.
Absolutely, I appreciate that massively. Yo, shout out to Death Dealer. Get some love in the chat for him, and because he did donate the Nuke out, you do get your name in the map, and I will right now, this second, verify you in the fucking server. Death Dealer. How long ago did you join? Are you chaotic? What's your Discord username? Yo, shout out to fucking Death Dealer. Is my stream elements gonna catch the fuck up? Wake up, bruh. F5 that? Come on. Be louder, it's funny. I don't know what you're talking about. I actually talk at a normal inside voice. This is how I talk in real life as well, by the way. Like, I just scream. Death Dealer 2347, there you go. In the map. Thank you for scaring the shit out of you, you're so welcome. If you ever need to wake the fuck up, you can just put my streams on, you can schedule that to an alarm perhaps. Ain't no fucking way! There's no way we got a Carpenter. That's never happened before. Acidic Cyan! What? You're already the king, you don't need to do it anymore. Oh my god. Corn. Yo, is there a hammer emoji? Get hammers in the chat. What the fuck? Chat, I'm not seeing your reaction. It's Death Dealer 2347. Oh, let me see. How long ago did you join? I don't even see it. Death Dealer 234. Maybe you got lost in the source. Oh, you joined multiple months. You are verified. What are you talking about? I know Spuggy Gee did that right now. You in the clipboard twice? Oh shit, my bad, G. Oh, you are. Yo, shout out to Death Dealer. That's the second you coming in. Way up that right there, you're on that 2x. Insane. There we go, there's the fucking hammers. I'm not saying enough hammers, it's not enough. It's not enough. I don't think it's going through your head what Acidic Cyan just did. He boarded up everything. We're protected now. Alright, so off stream, which is where most of the progress happens, I did the sewer section, so the clipping is 100% done. All of this is perfect. All the way around, everywhere, perfectly ramped, perfectly smooth as all things should be. I don't know if there's even a nav mesh that works on the full map yet. Oh, there is. That's wonderful. As you can see, everything's smoothly clipped. I detailed the fucking ceiling for all this. So we got the drippy moss and shit. Ignore the rain coming through. That'll be fixed, of course. Detailed up this fucking thing. Lighting, etc., etc. So yeah, this section is very close to done. Like, it's basically 99%. There's like a 1% pass of details just to add random shit on the fucking walls up here. But, you know, that's like a couple seconds, whatever. So, I mean, we could basically just say this is done, this whole section here. And then, right here, we're gonna do this bit. I think I'll do this on this stream. This section right motherfucking here. I did change this a little bit. This is a little bit different to the last time we saw it. I made it a bit wider. I gave it the wooden planks on the wall. And I'm gonna put something there. I don't know what. We'll figure it out. But yeah. You know. You're new here. How's the project going? It is going splendid. We are making a lot of progress in tunnel survival as well as just the tunnel PO for the full map. This is all in tunnel. This will be the next survival map that I'll release. This year, I'm fully 100% expecting to release tunnel, diner, and farm at the minimum. So these 3 maps easily. I mean, I want to say, I feel like I could get diner done pretty quickly. Because it is mostly done. And, you know, to be honest, I can tell, I can foresee controversies, okay? I have like a fucking magic ball in my head. I can foresee all the controversies that happen every single fucking time. Because what'll happen is, I'll release tunnel survival, and then I'll release diner and farm pretty quickly in succession. Because they're mostly already done. Because when I first started working on the map, I was very ADHD, I was just working on this and then working on that. There was no order I was doing anything in, so I got diner and farm pretty close. I'm gonna release these maps in pretty quick succession, and then everyone's gonna be like, oh, how come it took you so long to do fucking tunnel, but diner and farm was done so quickly? See, this is evidence that you don't work on the map. Let's reach that 2057 release date. Do 2050 at the max, alright? I'll kill myself if the map's not done by then. No, I mean, look, it's definitely not going to take that obscene amount of fucking time, but I could easily say, because you know, this farm will be done by this year. So, Nuke, Power, and Hunter Cabin. You know, these three, this whole section of the map, this honestly may take another full year, and then probably a year alone for town. So realistically, I want to say 3 years at the latest. From now. So, you know, 2028, guys. And that'll be beyond the Spider-Verse. But you'll be able to play the survival maps as I release them, so hopefully that holds you over, guys. And this is because I'm not just ripping the Geo from Black Ops 2. Like all the other TranZit remakes that people are doing, except for Zella and Dobby, so I don't know what they're doing. I guarantee Zella's gonna make that shit from the ground up because he never not does that. He even goes the extra mile beyond what I do. He models sections of the. Instead of just having brushes, he actually models fucking shit. So Zella goes the extra step. So other than mine and Zella's, all the other TranZit remakes is they're all just basically Geo rips from what I've seen. And Comps 2 is actually going through and manually going through replacing the Geo with his own brushwork. So I guess other than those three, all the ones that I keep hearing that keep starting is always just the Geo rip. And it gives people the false expectation, or people the false idea of how long it takes to make fucking TranZit. Because if some motherfucker, you know, like Green Run Productions, like Danny Sales did, they just rip the Geo from the Black Ops 2 map, slap it in Black Ops 3, spam shit on top, and then people are like, how come they could make TranZit so quickly but you can't? It's because they didn't. They just didn't. They just ported it, basically. And because I'm doing it manually from the ground up, I'm not using any original Geo, and I'm expanding it, and I'm completely changing it. It's gonna take me longer. And plus, I'm doing the scripting, I'm doing everything myself. I don't have a team or nothing. That's just the reality of it. It's gonna take a while. And unless we can find a way to transport humanity near a black hole, but leave me on Earth, so we get everyone in a spaceship, right? You can call Elon Musk up. We can probably get this going. Call Elon Musk up, right? We launch all the starships, but instead of putting them on Mars, we put them by a black hole, right? And then that'll create time dilation to where 1 hour for them is 7 years for me, right? So you just chill there for an hour, come back, it's done. It's done. And that is the only way that this can be done quicker. I would love for town to be more inspired by the prototype version, where it looks a lot more open and a lot more buildings are accessible. Yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. Like, most of, if not all, the fucking buildings will be accessible in my version. Like, I'm talking, you know where the fucking barrier is, yeah. So this is coming from the bridge, right? Bridge is here. You got the lava pool in the center. You got the diner thing here, and then the bowling alley. There's a barrier here. You're gonna be able to go beyond this into all the buildings all the way back here. And I'm even going to have a connection that goes from straight here into the cornfield. You worked on teleportation system? No, the teleportation system won't take long. I'm not doing any of the scripting for the full map until the full map is done. But the features that are in the survival maps, like the new weapon system, etc. Obviously, I had to do those before releasing the survival map of Bus Depot. Which is the reason why Bus Depot took so long, by the way. Because the Bus Depot mapping was done for quite a while. But I wasn't finished doing the weapon system. And as soon as I finished that, boom, released. And it actually coincided, it was actually weird, suspicious timing. Because as soon as I was getting close to that, fucking 𝐀𝐩𝐸𝐻 messages me. Like, yo, I'm doing a video about upcoming maps. I'm like, motherfucker just announced that this map's out because it'll be ready by then. And then he releases the video without telling me. And then I wake up, the video's out. I haven't released the map yet. I'm like, fuck, yo! Great Scott with a fucking nuke! Yo, I got some love in the chat for Great Scott!
Yo, Birkin, you still planning on doing the 2 spawn rooms on opposite sides of tunnel? Keep up the great work, alien dance.
Do I still plan on it? I don't know. I'm actually thinking about it a lot. I was considering it. If I don't do it in tunnel, because, you know, I didn't make it from the beginning with this in mind, so it's hard to retroactively fit it in. So I was thinking, if I do this concept, it'll be in one of the new sections. And, maybe power station, you know? Because I already done farm, I can't do farm. Maybe power station. If I don't do it in tunnel, it'll be in power station. Most likely. But shout out to Great Scott, thank you for the nuke. Get some love in the chat for this motherfucker. Great, Scott. You do get your name in the map because you did the Nuke out. Let me just make sure you're not in the map notepad already. So I seem to have dementia these days. Alright. Great, Scott. There's 2 T's. So thank you so much for that. Boom. Am I in maxed out settings right now? Yes. I do have my FPS capped at 90. Just so it doesn't take away from OBS. Bro shouting Lamau. Are you new to the stream? That's how we do things. Didn't realize the lava part of TranZit originally had more to it. I'm finding a whole lot more about the beta than what I knew. Oh, dude, if you've ever gone through like the documents and shit, or just fly around the fucking, just fly around the map with the fog disabled in BO2. There is a lot of just empty shit, and there was a lot planned originally too. And there's this massive misconception about BO2 is the way it is because of console limits. 90% of the reasons why the things are the way they are is because of direction changes. And this is evidenced by the fact if you go through the leaked documents, the internal documents from Treyarch, it's very clear that the map went through like 19 different fucking versions of directions and complete changes where they just couldn't get it done in time, basically. And they had to just drop a bunch of shit. I don't think it had anything to do with the console limits because you fast forward to fucking, you know, Origins, it's on the same fucking console. So I think that's just a completely false narrative. But I mean, like the fog was there, obviously for performance reasons, so they could cull objects quicker. But the lava has nothing to do with that. Yo, what's up, Arthur D2? Anyone new to the TranZit project? I'll show you some of the new areas. So here we have Bus Depot, because I'm expanding the map completely. You got the bridge section here. You can now go this way. This is a secret section, which will only be accessible through some methodology. Like you have to get some C4 and then blow up, gain access to it. And then in here will be an Easter egg step, by the way. So this is a whole new section, which connects all the way up to Diner. So it's also a shortcut. And it expands upon the water that the bridge goes over, which was lava in the full TranZit, so you got the bridge over there. And I just thought it was a good addition. Here, this is the truck that was behind the building in town. So imagine there's a building here, town, parking up behind it, truck goes this way. And then drops down into here. And who's to say, you know, they're not mining 115 and producing something at the town in the labs underneath, you know? Maybe they're mining it from the tunnel expanded area section and then bringing it up, you know? Who knows? Maybe that's for everyone to figure out. But yeah, this just loops back up into Diner. Like, 𝐀𝐩𝐸, what up? Takedown notice, girls, we run this mother, yup! Did I see the leaked version of Mob of the Dead where it was shown that the areas that were in Blood of the Dead were supposed to be a mob as well? No, I didn't. I haven't seen anything of the leaked of the other maps, to be honest, because I don't really give a shit. Pond area looks insane. You look insane. Remember when this secret area was just a box? Yeah, it is crazy. Like, I was thinking about this the other day actually, yeah. Like, you know, people say it to me all the time. Progress is taking too long, you're too fucking slow. Hurry the fuck up and make TranZit release it already. But I mean, like, if you think about it, this whole ass motherfucking section just didn't exist a couple weeks ago, and now look at it. It's all here. Isn't that crazy? And because it's a brand new area, it doesn't contribute to what already existed in TranZit, so it feels like the progress is taking ages. But that's because I keep adding new areas. However, still not finished this. Patreon been up for 5 years now, and Zella will be finished before you, you fraud. Has Zella even started TranZit, to be honest? Because I'm not really following the other TranZit projects. But, Bo Michelle 20, what is up? And the reason why I haven't finished it yet is because I don't have a fucking time machine. Because, like, when people say this, what is your proposed solution that I do? Other than invent time travel. Bro should be the project manager for future remaster maps in Treyarch? Nah, I don't think so. I like the art of mapping myself. I don't want to manage other people. Is there a bus? There will be a bus. I'm not adding the bus until like the main mapping's done. Because I'm probably going to have... I don't know if I'm going to have like pre-animated scenes or if I'm going to have a vehicle path. Because there are some issues with vehicle paths. And it'd be a waste of time for me to start implementing it now and setting all that shit up when the physical map's gonna change, or the physical map's not even there yet. Haven't tuned in a while. Map is looking gorgeous. Thank you very much. Do I think if blood areas were in mob, it would make mob better or worse? I generally think that it would have been made mob better. Well, personally, I've never really liked Mob of the Dead in Black Ops 2. It was my least played motherfucking map. And I never really got the hype for it. But in BO4, I did play blood a lot. So personally, I probably would have liked it more, but I don't know what the people would have thought. Bro needs a hyperbolic time chamber? Exactly. We've had a time machine. I'll just make it longer for us because you're going to the future with no progress done because you're not in the past working on it. Yeah, but I could go in the past and start working on it earlier, like 10 years ago. My last stream was about 2 or 3 years ago. You were placing planks in a tunnel for an hour. Oh my god, the fucking farm, bro. The farm tunnels. Over here. I don't know what you're talking about. This was a time. What a time. Who remembers these streams? Who the fuck was here for these? Doing this whole ass section. This took ages. And this really shows how long mapping fucking takes, by the way. Like, people that don't understand mapping. You have to manually place every single fucking thing you see here. And it is a massive time sink. And unfortunately, there's just no faster way to do things. Is the bridge going to be its own survival map? It is actually, yeah. The bridge survival map is technically done, but town isn't. So I don't want to release it where you can just see an empty fucking grey box on one side. So when town's done, town's close enough to being done visually from that POV, that's when I'll release bridge. And it's just kind of a meme map, like world symbolism map type thing. I played Carrion Song in Bus Depot, but I had no lyrics. Is this the bog? I was going to condo about this. Apparently I chose the wrong song of Carrion. I gotta fix that. Because there's like multiple versions of shit, and I guess I picked the wrong ones. But yeah, that's farm for you. And like I was saying before, when tunnel's done, Diana and farm will come up pretty quickly because they're mostly done already. Those streams are agonizing. Yeah, how do you think I felt doing it? Can I show town? Sure. So this is town. As you can see, it's quite complete. Can I add guns to TranZit? Guns will be in TranZit, yes. Every single point of interest will have at least 2 wall buys and 2 perk machines. That is their plan. So Bus Depot will have 2 motherfucking wall buys. Tunnel will have 2 wall buys and 2 perk machines, and so on and so forth. That way every area isn't a waste of fucking time. Also, of course, every single area is fully expanded, so this is tunnel underneath it. You can go beyond this way, you can go beyond this way. Completely expanded. There will also be an additional connection. So, in the full map you'll be able to go down this way, break out this way, and actually connect up through here, out into Diner, behind it. So everything is fully expanded. Of course, Beyond Diner is now playable all the way back here. Everything is bigger, better, purposeful. It wasn't Carry On that we were talking about? Oh, it was the Skrillex one, right? I'm gonna try it out. Yeah, that's it. I got the fucking files from the games. Or no, sorry, I got them from the officially released albums on Tidal. If I remember right, you said you were gonna expand the Bus Depot map when you finished Tunnel, right? I said no, expand the Bus Depot map when I finish Tunnel. No, I never said that. Bus Depot's done. I don't know what you mean by expand. I'm gonna assume you might mean that I'm gonna update Bus Depot to include Tunnel. If that's what you mean. When Tunnel's done. That is not gonna happen, no. Tunnel's gonna be released on its own. Here, I'll even show you how it works. Let me load up Tunnel real quick. So they're gonna be completely separate maps. Is there going to be a price tag to the finished product, or is it going to be free? Completely free. I will never put a map behind a paywall. And the Patreon is just to support the development, and you get to see the progress yourself if you want. But since the map's done, it's coming out. And you can look at my historical record for this. Every map I've ever made and finished has been released. Ravine, Hackerspace, etc. 47 Berkerly Lane. Oh, let's get into Tunnel Survival. Boom. when this map is done, I'm running 10 FPS. If you get whatever you run Bus Depot at will be the FPS you get in the full map. Route 47 Berkerly Lane. I still think about finishing it. I probably won't though, to be honest. Like when TranZit's all 100% complete and I finish the other projects, yeah, maybe I'll fucking load it up one day, but like, that's far in the future. 47 Berkerly Lane Reimagined. Alright, so this is Tunnel Survival. So it's completely its own section. So Bus Depot is not even in this. It's actually just the texture. So there is no Bus Depot. And then same with this side as well. And then I have these fog effects here to make fake volumetric lighting. So from like the visible map, this is all you can see down this way. This is with the power off, by the way, so you have a flashlight while the power is off. So this is the survival map. Hackerspace is dog shit, fuck Hackerspace. It's your most played map, alright? Get out of here. No, you just trash. I just read that in your voice, Pocket Geek. That's crazy. Like in my head. Because you said that exact sentence so many times. Will my RDX 5090 be able to handle this map? Yes. I'd say the recommended specs for my map is GGX 1070. As long as you have that, you're fucking G. Yeah, let's go into things. Turn the motherfucking power on. Think it is actually you must play the map? It is. It's because you love it. Oh yeah, so in the survival map we have a skill jump here for the PTRS 41, which is the highest damage output gun in all of TranZit, by the way. So that's a little sneak tip for you. But yeah, so we're gonna finish this section. When I detail this, I think it's gonna be the most pleasing to look at when it's done. Especially because I've been so used to it looking so bare like this all this fucking time. I just can't wait until that's fucking finished. Oh, this is where Packer Punch is in the survival map. Let's get that motherfucking mastery with the fuck you. Sensitive vibes. You reckon? This is what it looks like with the power on. So this is all lit up now. But yeah, so Bus Depot and everything else isn't loaded. It's literally just tunnel and tunnel survival. What pistols are on the map? We got the Python. Sorry, we got the Magnum, the M1911. Or I forget the other ones. What is the PTRS from? This actual gun itself is from Vanguard, which is obviously a reimagining from the World at War one. All my guns are Warzone 1 era. That way I can have a mix of modern weapons, Black Ops weapons, and the old classics, while all having similar like animation styles and modeling, while also looking good. So it's a good enough quality. It's all consistent with itself. The Olympia. When does the map come out? The second it's done. Give us a Glock 17. Where is that skybox from? Fuck, used to know. Actually, is it ZM Temple? No, I don't think so. I used to know this off by heart. I'm forgetting. Does Power Tunnel lights? Yes. I'm guessing a tunnel is blocked off right now because it's going to be a standalone release, but it won't be blocked off for the entirety of TranZit. Yeah, so as I was just running around earlier, in the full map, obviously everything's included, but for the survival map, it's only this section itself, and whatever is necessary to see within the vista. Because tunnel's all indoors, I don't need to load anything else for the survival map. But Bus Depot does load tunnel because it's, you know, it's within view, so I have to load it. Otherwise, it'll just, you know, the map will cut off here. Town will probably have to load Hunter Cabin Survival, the Cornfield, and maybe Farm, maybe Diner, and Bridge and Bus Depot, because that's all within view, so I have to load all those. So I'm only loading whatever's necessary for the survival map. Do you think we should pause development of the map and wait until we get more knowledge of the leaked pre-alpha transit? No. I'm just making it regardless. If it happens to line up with shit that comes out, that's great. If not, whatever, who cares? My main vision for this is to make it just completely original and new experience, regardless of what the fuck. You know, some shit is inspired, because it would be cool to see, but mainly it's just my main objective is to make it completely original, beyond the scope of the original map. And to make something that people can just keep playing for an obscenely long time, and keep coming back to, because it's just so much to explore. It probably is the most ambitious custom map, period. So is the map done yet, or almost? The full map is not even close to done, but Tunnel Survival is close. My brother and I are so excited for this when it comes out. I'm glad. I hope you play the survival maps as they come out. Yo, Death Dealer with another nuke! This is the third one! You got the trio here. Yo, shout out to Death Dealer again. This is the second nuke this stream.
These maps are absolute fire. You deserve every penny.
Yo, I appreciate that massively, Death Dealer. Thank you so much. Let's up that motherfucking number right there. Boom. What do you know about it? Pause development? What are you, nuts? Yeah. I don't know. Look at that jug. Ooh. I still gotta fix the fucking perk can textures, man. It's one of those things. It's like such a minor thing that takes like 20 seconds to do. But every time I close the game, I forget to do that. So I'll do it eventually. Is that lore accurate, or do you not care? It depends what you mean by that. In terms of what's playable and what you can see from the original, yeah, like, this is how it was basically, just with better visuals and before the nukes hit. And then beyond what's playable and no longer visible, this is all made the fuck up. All this is made the fuck up. Because you can't even see it in the original, it doesn't exist. So, like, there's nothing to hold me back. Tunnel Survival is what I was wondering. Yeah, it's getting close. The FAMAS. JBS Cars, what's up? Apparently the leaked build that contains pre-alpha of Origins, BO2 Zombies Chronicles has the map files for the pre-alpha of TranZit, but they're trying to get it to run. Interesting. Yeah, has anyone actually walked around in the pre-alpha TranZit? Easter egg, you mean? Oh, the Easter egg? Yeah, so the full Easter egg for this map is going to be 100% brand new, and it takes place between so you're following Victus after they wake up out of cryosleep in Blood of the Dead. Then they teleport straight here before they go to Tug, is how it works in my story. And then I'm making the lore for the Easter egg to fit within that. And I released a video ages ago with like a little teaser thing explaining it. Teasing it. Damn bro, same gun twice. Will the survival maps be player models, be Victor's crew? They're all Victor's crew, it's always Victor's crew. And the reason for that is honestly, I can't be bothered setting up the CI fucking city, so there's no need. There's no fucking need, mate, just let him play Victor's. Because the way you do custom characters in BO3 is kind of a pain in the ass to constantly change it back, especially if you're managing multiple maps at once. The Prototype Preservation YouTube channel does have footage of pre-alpha TranZit, but thanks to their channel getting cease and desist from Activision, they aren't releasing it. Yeah, vaguely recall about this. I think me and Konto were trying to look into this. I think someone claims that they had footage, and I think we came to the conclusion that was made up, because it actually had never released anywhere. Your tip, Creamy, from watching this. Holding the urged info dump. You know what, Konto? Give us the info dump. About the pre-alpha for BO2. We turn you up here.
Well, I mean, first of all, you know this because I ranted about you like 40 times. This is when I was doing the pre-alpha TranZit research, like, what, 8 months ago?
Yep.
When I had the docs and shit. And so, it all stemmed originally because of the prototype preservation thing, because I always thought that was interesting how never actually got around to uploading it. So then I started doing more digging, and depending on who you ask at any source, either the person who runs Prototype Preservation or ran the channel, which was like, I think their name is like Riley, I could be wrong, they either never had access to it, or like never even had a build, or they had a build but couldn't get access to the zombies, or they somehow did get access to it and did upload it but immediately got taken down, or they never even got a chance to upload it but they did technically have the video ready and then for some reason never uploaded it since. Not even on a second channel or anything like that, for whatever mysterious reason. But then going and actually digging through their tweets, which is like, or just any of their online interactions, which is really difficult because everything they respond to and some of their actual own tweets themselves are just gone from the face of the earth now. They're not even like archived. The story still doesn't add up either, because at one point they claimed they didn't have access to zombies, and they finally did. Or they had access to a build but not access to zombies, and then they did finally get access and they were gonna make a video, but then they kept changing what the video was supposedly about. At one point it wasn't about, or it wasn't gonna have gameplay. At one point it did have gameplay. At another point they actively played it themselves, and at another time they said they never played it at all. So it's very confusing. To this day there is no clear answer on whether or not they actually ever played it, let alone actually ever had a video made or uploaded. Their channel got taken down for completely different reasons, which was, I think, uploading the BO4 campaign.
Yep.
Leak shit.
I remember that.
Whenever that came out.
Yeah, because
So
Activision
that took down their channel.
had historically not gave a fuck about that shit until they started doing the very recent CODs, and then that's when Activision did everything.
Yeah.
Or take down notice, rather.
So they took down their channel ever so conveniently a month before they claimed on Twitter that they were going to upload the video for TranZit, of which, again, as stated, it was unclear what the contents of that video even was going to be. For all we know, they had access to the docs that I had access to 8 months ago, and that just got leaked to the public, like, what, 3 weeks ago or some shit?
Yeah.
For all we know, it could have just been a video based on those docs alone, and they never had a build. Or nothing that, like, anyone else had. Or they really did have a build and did play. Because they're the only source, aside from, like, the skybox, obviously, they're, like, the only source of information that I've ever been able to really find that's, like, credible in claiming that they actually had a day and night cycle, both planned and crudely implemented at the time, before it got cut entirely. That's not even reflected in the docs. There's zero mentions of a day and night cycle even in the docs for development. And those docs range from, like, before they even opened Radiant for the map. So, like, it's weird. The whole development is fucking weird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to chat earlier. Like,
the more confusing it is.
it seems like the direction changed like 500 times, and that's the reason why the map is as it is, not console limitations.
It's why I wanted to finally make a video on it and never did. But, like, it's just, they literally, you can look at any single aspect and then specifically try to look into that detail with all the information we have, and anything you find can contradict each other. And there's no easy dates for shit. So, like, it's just really confusing. Like, there's one doc for
Two doc,
or like
three
there's
doc.
no docs,
None.
one doc, two doc, three doc, four. But, like, none of the docs ever mention the day and night cycle. But yet there's a whole Excel sheet for, like, their scheduling for their tech building and stuff like that. And there is tech build that was introduced in BO2 for flipping the skybox, something that eventually gets used in BO3 for the Ice and Drax Easter egg. Well, and what was it? There was a different
Shang?
one too. Moon, I think. I think it was Moon as well, where they flipped the skybox there. But
Oh,
anyway,
with the blown up Earth?
yeah. So, that was basically set up for them to do the day-night cycle. But, like, despite, like, that thing being added, in that schedule, nothing involving that tech is there. nothing, like, not, they marked everything down. Anything that got cut, even as early on from concept, like, they didn't even start building it, they just cut it before it even left conception, or being conceptualized. Like, it was still there, so it's weird that the day and night cycle never gets mentioned. So it's only ever technically claimed by prototype preservation that it was quote-unquote crudely implemented in the pre-alpha build that they at one point played and at another point didn't play. And then they, aside from, like, the only thing that really backs that up is the skybox. Otherwise, we don't really have any other real information based on that. But it's just things like that, like, anything you look into. Like, I still love my schizo conspiracy theory based off of the artwork from Dan Padilla, which is like that at one point Pack-a-Punch was not just buildable, but also being able to be picked up and placed down, like the turbine, of which the turbine also may or may not have been a thing.
Yeah, the turbine stuff was weird, especially the ones on top of the buildings.
Yeah. That there was going to be some sort of local power rather than placeable turbines.
Which they did in Origins.
Exactly. That's another funny thing too, is like 90% of things that's praised in the Blundell era of maps, even things on like Mob and Origins, come from something that was conceptualized for TranZit Reimagined. Or
That's why he's the GOAT.
For things from Zelensky's era in TranZit.
Who wants to steal the KFC secret herbs and spices and snort them with me? I'm done. So because these things get made and then the idea doesn't fit, etc. So it's used as a technical demo, then the store for future releases. I mean, there's definitely cases of like texture being made that's not ready yet by release schedule, and then they push it later. For sure.
Someone said the TranZit pre-alpha footage being debunked, but the music is louder than him. They're trying to silence us.
I got you loud as fuck. I'm surprised that. Yeah, let me listen to this stream.
Nah, the stream music's kind of loud.
I mean, there's definitely cases of like texture. Yeah, by release schedule.
Virgo, you're going deaf.
No.
Going.
You're
He's already
permanently damaging your hearing. True.
Oh, you're right a
But,
little
like-
bit. Okay, let me.
Because I don't want to like giga info dump, but like that was the main thing I wanted to say whenever someone else was talking about it. Because I hated when people were talking about prototype preservation, like he's the sole holder of not only a pre-alpha TranZit build, but also the sole person that's ever played it or recorded it. Because now at this point, when looking into it, I'm not even sure if that was ever the case. And I'm also not even sure if they were being honest with a lot of the things they said. Just because it goes back and forth.
It is like he did have access to like a lot of shit, which I don't even know how he got access to.
Well,
So it definitely has some credibility.
Again, up until recently too, like there was this, like it was basically like a fucking black market of people that like just got this information and like gatekept it and held on to it themselves. And then for some reason, when the DLC 5 build got released, everyone just said fuck it and decided to stop gatekeeping so much. That's why there's this sudden influx of things to the general public. But like these have been around, like the BO2 docs have been around for years, and BO3 docs have been around for years. But they were just never actively shared around for whatever reason. I never shared them with anyone because I didn't want to risk getting in trouble. But I think others were just gatekeeping it because they thought they were special.
To be honest, I thought everyone had access to the docs already. And dude, it's crazy because I got told shit about certain things from certain people ages ago, just in VCs and shit that I'm in, and I can't believe how much of it was true. Because like I got told the DLC 5 thing in BO2 like I want to say like more than 2 years ago now, and everything they said about it is exactly as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's That's why the whole pre-alpha TranZit shit was so interesting to me, because if what prototype preservation claimed was true, or at least what was believed about them was true, then like that's fucking crazy. That's such a really interesting piece of development history. Is so rare that only one person has ever really had access to it. And not only that, but is seemingly being silenced legally because they didn't even try to upload it on an alternate channel.
Yeah, dude, there's so many methods. You
lying.
could torrenting, you could torrent it and make a public tracker.
Yeah.
Hackerspace is actually one of my
Or-
favorite maps. Based! Shout out to Alan! Shout out to Alan! Get some Alan love in the chat.
No one's ever struggled through the things I've struggled through.
One of you sounds like a double SF.
Hackerspace is fine. You're
Contra reading
just
chat
right.
2025.
Well, no, Buggy. I think it's a good map now, but when I was initially playing it, the bulk of the time that I played it,
When it first came out and
Was when
it was
it-
fine.
whenever you're saying whenever the Wonder Waff was a 0.0001% chance of getting obtained and was
Yeah, hate
required for the Easter egg
Ah,
without a
it's
side
fine.
quest
Just-
for it.
just
Yeah,
get
exactly.
good.
Eat shit and die.
Nah, just get good.
Just get better luck. So bad at gambling, honestly.
Bro, it's ingrained
I was-
in my head that single game, 60,000 points.
Bro, it's
On
I didn't
box.
even change the mystery box. It was just normally included like
You're
normal.
trash.
Yo, you ever gonna post the progress update? It's been almost 2 whole years. I love watching these through a shorter video. Yes, I do plan on doing a big update video when Tunnel's done. And in the video, I'll also announce the fact that Tunnel Survival's out with the video. So as soon as it's done is when that video is gonna be being made and then released at the same time the map gets released. The Tunnel Survival specifically, not the fucking whole thing. That means a bunch of builds could still be out there and just hasn't, since people could be getting gatekept. For sure. I mean, I still don't really understand how it gets leaked. I guess like what, a dev kit still has it loaded and then maybe that got sold off somewhere and then someone realized, yo, this has this on it.
Yeah, pretty much every single build that's been out there was that at some point the dev kits were just auctioned off somewhere or like thrown out and rediscovered and like basically dumpster dove and found. Some way or another a dev kit is recovered through means that aren't necessarily sketchy. And then people are buying them and they just so happen to have these things on it. Like half the people that buy these build like dev kits and have end up coming across these builds, they're not even necessarily purely COD related people. They're just people that are buying dev kits because they just like preserving this kind of development history. Like half the time they just buy the dev kits knowing that there's going to be stuff on there, but they don't even know what it is. It's like a gambling addict.
No, shout out to my
So
gamblers.
like there could be other builds out there still. Maybe we have all of the ones that are available, but some people are gatekeeping them. We don't really know.
Next up, 4K, what is up? I'm so happy I keep thinking this has been canned. The only scenario in which TranZit gets cancelled is if I die.
Possible.
Impossible. I cannot be evinced. I am invincible. Let me just yoink at this. How large is the file size so far? For me, 1.5 terabytes. For you, 11 gig.
Oh, I remember now too, because I remember ranting about this with you. I'm looking at the stuff I saved, and it was literally within the span of like 2 months, or like a couple weeks actually, that he went from having no zombies at all to having like 3 different amounts of zombies available to him.
That must have a lot of amounts.
Well, he goes from it doesn't work when you click on zombies, it crashes the game, where he was replying to a 3-tweet thread that no longer exists aside from his tweet. I don't have anything zombies, sorry. within the same, or like next 2 days. A week passes. Winter Black Ops 2 zombies. Soon, just images though, no gameplay, implying probably the Daniel Padilla art and shit, as well as the other things that were in like the hard drive leak. And then 7 days pass. Replies to a 2-tweet thread saying too much risk for me at the moment. What about Black Ops 2? Will you show footage of early transit? And then instead of denying having any sort of footage or anything, it just says have to wait until my strikes go away. This is when they started getting striked for the BO4 stuff. So are you gonna start uploading again? Hopefully soon. Still kind of scared to post since one more strike will end my whole channel. And then someone asked if they can do zombies on a later tweet. Zombies, who want zombies? I know people are dying to see it. Can we get pre-alpha zombies footage? Video end of February. Can't wait for my strike to go away, but there will be a teaser for it very soon. And then his channel got deleted like a week later.
Well.
But like it goes from no zombies to just images to all but confirming that there's footage of the pre-alpha transit within the span of like a month, not even.
Why remake everything from scratch when I could save time? If you want a port of BO2 Transit, then just play the original at that fucking point. Or play the other versions. Zealous is going to be way more faithful to the original, and Zealous will probably take longer because he spends an obscene amount of time modeling everything. Beyond just using Geo, like me. He spends more time than I do on detailing. So his will probably take fucking longer. But, I don't know. Because we don't want it to look shit. And it's boring if it's the exact same. What's the point of that fucking point? Remember, if they delete it, it's canon? What is?
True! Transit. Your transit. Your return to transit.
Oh, it cannot be
I
deleted.
only ever played Transit like once.
That's crazy. What if he died? I'm sorry.
Done.
In the game, I meant. Obviously, like in transit.
No. What happens? What happens?
Imagine dying?
What
I
would you
literally
do?
couldn't be me.
What would you do if you wanted to go to heaven,
But God said.
but God said, "Do you really think you could contain me?"
It's probably what he said to God when he met him.
Who?
Fucking Fennell.
Pernell hasn't died.
Yeah, before we know, he did die and then came back.
What? No, he didn't.
You don't know that. But we weren't watching him 24/7, right? There could have been like a second where that happened.
It's just an undocumented but very important piece of history where Pernell just dies for some fucking reason.
Yeah, meets God.
He pulls a scout from TF2 in the comics where he just like chills with God for a bit. And God just goes, "No, you're not ready to die. You got too many bitches to fuck." And sends him back down.
It's great to see how committed you are to keep this project going. Do you think this will release before Zombie Chronicles 2? What is Zombies Chronicles 2?
I
What do you
think
mean
it
by
will
that?
because Zombies Chronicles 2 is never gonna happen.
Playing modded to Fallout 4? Based? I never got into the Fallout games. I tried playing New Vegas once for the first time, and I genuinely got confused. I didn't know how to progress the game, and then I never played it again.
Yeah, I
That
never
was me
fucked with
with
Fallout.
76.
What happened to the Fallout map? Oh, I don't know actually. Has Bango spec on that? Actually, earlier I said my map will probably be the most ambitious. I think maybe the Fallout map is more ambitious than mine. Yeah, I definitely think it is, considering the custom shit he's doing. I'm gonna rewrite all the whole BF4 lore. Not really. What I'm doing just implies something beyond the ending of Targ, and then everyone else can just make up headcanon for that.
It's not necessarily rewriting the BO4 lore in the same way that BO4's entire arc doesn't rewrite BO3's lore. Because BO3 takes place in the constant cycle, BO4 takes place in a breaking of the cycle. This takes place as a what-if scenario. To what if Victus had their own premise moment in their breaking of the cycle.
Becca made a post about it recently, actually. That's cool. What do you say? What's the status? Appreciate it, Kruger. Would the biddables be the exact same for the original TranZit, or will it include new stuff? I don't have the turbine in mind, but like most of the traps and shit, I do want to include again. But of course, you'll be able to. There's going to be a shared inventory. You know, you're going to be able to hold multiple things at once. And there'll be new shit as well. So mainly updating to today's quality of life shit.
Well, no, Chronicles 2 was TranZit Rise, Buried, Mob, and Call of the Dead. And then potentially Nuketown Zombies, but that's not 100%.
Are you talking about like the custom community in Zombies Chronicles 2, or do you mean like an official one?
I think they're saying a potential one that has zero hint of existing. Because you're technically part of Zombies Chronicles 2, the custom zombies thing. Which also isn't really a thing. It's just something that, I think, who was it, like Lex started calling it a thing?
Probably.
I can talk.
ZC2 was supposed to come to BO4, then got ported to Cold War, and now everyone's thinking it's BO6. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true. From my understanding is BO4 was never meant to have Aether to begin with, and then at some point in development it kind of got shoved in. I don't think there was meant to be any Aether, period. And
Hasn't it been confirmed that Aether was always supposed to be year 2?
Yeah, I was about to get to that. I don't think there's meant to be Aether at all, period. Just Chaos maps, like launching with 3 Chaos maps and then having a whole Chaos cycle for the whole year. And then beyond that, they probably would have done like ZC2 for the second year. Which would have started with like Blood of the Dead and Classified, etc. An official Zombie Chronicles 2 is never happening? I don't think it will, but I do think year 2 of Black Ops 6 will have, and when I say year 2, I mean, obviously there's going to be a whole new game that comes out in year 2, probably Black Ops 7, I don't know what they'll call it though. And that will probably have a bunch of BO2 remakes, including multiplayer. In the exact same vein that we had Modern Warfare 2 year 2, with Modern Warfare 3, where it's just a bunch of remakes of Modern Warfare 2. And they just sold it as a whole new game. With a terribly short campaign. Hope someone someday makes a great war map. I feel like all the people that try to do that are like lore fanatics that try to get into mapping from being a lore fanatic without being a mapping fanatic first. It just means like the main source is the love of the story, and then they try to make like the most ambitious map, but they're new to mapping.
Yeah.
So they just start with an obscenely large project, and then it never gets anywhere because of that.
Wait, I just saw something. Where was it at? Sammy. I don't think it was ever made. Going to the effort to port it twice and still not release it sounds like a waste of time and money. And yet they did that between BO2 and BO3 for Zombies Chronicles 1 in the first place.
Oh yeah, by the way, chat. I'm sure everyone knows this by now, but literally, like, TranZit and shit was ready for BO3 mapping wise. It just I don't know. There was some reason why the other stuff couldn't be finished, and then they just reused assets for fucking Blackout. It looks fun to me. Slap someone on the ground as if it fell off.
Bro, that reminds me of some shit that, like, going back to what I was saying earlier about the more you looked into shit, the more confusing it got. Where, like, most of DLC 5 on their scheduling and shit like that was, like, done and ready to go before TranZit had even really started development. And then TranZit's entire development, like, so many of the things that aren't even seen in TranZit were done. And then they just got removed for some reason. I guess they just felt like without the other half, they couldn't have the first half in TranZit because fuck it, we ball. I don't know. Like, there was a lot of things that or like Meat was finished before TranZit was even like halfway through being made. Like, before the game Meat was ready to go. And then Meat was like planned to be added in on an update twice, similar to how Turned was added to BO2 with DLC 1. It was going to be added in DLC 2 and then DLC 3, and then they just decided never again to even try. And it was always ready to go. It was done from the start. Like, it's just so confusing. Because you don't get to see what made that decision. You just see something finished but entirely removed 3 times over. Meat was mostly finished since they still had placeholder VA work. They still had placeholder VA work because they decided to never finish adding it in. The mode at its core was ready to go. Anything that's placeholder was purely like cosmetics or voice or sound, simply because they weren't going to dedicate the resources to polishing those things, just because they already intended for it to not be there. But like, Meat was done before TranZit was done.
I love Meat.
And then on 3 separate occasions, they never finished it.
What kind of meat?
Entirely.
Bro, I've been in the ribeye recently.
Done enough. Huh?
Song?
Song?
It's this one. I think TranZit Dark Rise Buried 5 and remake of Ancient Evil would make a Zombies Chronicles 2. Why the fuck did you throw Ancient Evil in there? Taking a shit map and making it better would be great in my opinion.
What is Ancient Evil?
Ancient Evil is the best map in BO4.
Bro, it is the worst map. That's
The
why they're saying
best
taking a shit map and making it better would be great.
That's-
I never played.
That's just a false opinion then.
No, they're right. Ancient Evil's dog shit. No, I'm kidding. I actually really did like Ancient Evil. I think the only time I ever played it was with you because you were trying to convince me that it was a good map.
It's so good, man.
And I do enjoy it. I think it's visually very nice, and I think that there's some cool aspects about it. I just don't like it. Ultimately, I don't think it's bad. I just don't like it. Yeah, but Nate, the BO2 Chronicles would have also been extras added and ports and stuff. Like, Noct being in TranZit was both because Noct was going to be in the game and also because they were going to add lore significance to our, like, the original crew being there. And then proceed to let them go on, like, a redone quest. Throughout the other maps. And they were going to have visual overhauls. Like, there's art out there still of certain things with like Moon. They were changing some of the panels and stuff like that, and I think some of them are actually in that DLC 5 build. It's not polished, but they were there. Granted, it would have still been on the 360, so it wouldn't have been anything crazy significant, but they were still going to be changes in the maps with extras. Is your map going to have 3 million quotes like the Darius Declassified custom, Perko?
3 million?
Yeah.
The
There was 3 million quotes, dude. Do you not remember?
How big was the download?
About $1.50.
There'll be an amount of quotes in the map. I can't tell you the amount exactly.
At least one.
At least one.
See, dude, this is the saving grace, because I never made that TranZit video and let it sit for months, and then this fucking explosion happened. But like, dude, I still have the opportunity to make the video about the original zombie story direction. Because no one's talking about that still, even with leaks.
Gotta get on top of it. Wet.
Bro, so Zelensky, huh?
Wet. Look at that.
That's hot.
It's not glossy enough. Not wet enough, you could say.
It's not moist enough.
There we go. That's the moisture we're looking for. So it'll have to be moved into place. Oops. Alignment.
Oh my god, what's the map I'm trying to remember? Oh, literally Tom.
Now we're talking.
Oh, years. I love it.
Now
That's
we're
what we were.
Maps like Buried in Die Rise, I don't know how that'll work.
Cork.
How do I think ZC2 would even work in BO6? With chopper gunners and other biddables, I can understand TranZit. Imagine being a chopper gunner where characters driving in the bus. For Buried, how would the chopper gunner work? That is an excellent question, actually.
Counter argument, how does it work in the tomb?
I don't know. Does it?
I'm pretty sure they just don't allow you to use them inside the buried areas.
I guess I could just disable the fucking kill streak on that map.
Yeah. Point is, I think of all maps that could be ported into BO6 with the modern mechanics, like the Victus maps would be probably the best maps to do that with. Especially TranZit, but like Die Rise too.
Nah, give me a chopper gunner on Burn. Come on.
That would be so funny.
What is it called that you are doing right now to the layer of details on the wall? Is it vertex painting? Yes, it is vertex painting. That is exactly what it is.
What might you be doing with the vertex painting?
I might be doing your mom. I might actually be doing your mom. I think I'm going to be doing your mom. Actually, I'm going to be right back. I need to piss.
No, I was genuinely curious. But you know, that's cool. No, that's fine. Oh, they can hear me. Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
Entertain, Conto. Come on.
Alright, guys. This is a PSA. Black Ops 2, I still think is one of the most goated games of all time. I think the Zelensky era is the most goated era of all time. And in fact, ever since doing this deep dive into BO2 pre-alpha and the development of all of these maps, it has made me realize since that the Zelensky era is well beyond goated, and a lot of Blundel's credits actually can go and be traced back to the Zelensky era. This has been a PSA. Blundell kind of sucks looking at the retcons too. As a lore guy, your mom.
That was a fucking monologue and a half.
You literally said entertain chat. I don't have any way to entertain chat. I'm just gonna monologue. Ascension, Shang, Shinonuma, and Origins would be the best for chopper gunner. Can we start?
Fairy bread.
this is what. Shut the fuck up. Fuck your fairy bread. No, but on some real shit, can I say how like I hate how the modern content for zombies is right now? Like in terms of content creator in the community, like, and it's also really annoying because I also think most of the modern community fucking just does not want to accept any criticism and just wants to shit on you and immediately think that you're like nostalgia baiting for it. But like some of the modern content fucking sucks. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong.
I think there's a lot that can be done, and I agree with like the modern community in that aspect. However, like no one capitalizes on it, and I think they just pretend that they do. But like I feel like, bro, someone could totally make a fucking video right now or like a whole stream about doing a tier list on what maps would work, what maps out of all the zombies maps would work with the chopper gunner being added into it as a
Alright,
mechanic.
let's go through it.
That is how YouTube is nowadays.
Like you can literally just do like there's so many ideas, even if they're as small as that, and no one fucking capitalizes on it. It's always
Looking
the
at my
same
first ever map.
recycled garbage.
You woke up me super inside. Help! Inspired. Learned a lot about lighting and detailing from what you streams. That is actually amazing. If you're on my Discord server, post the progress. I do be looking at the channels, even if I don't put messages in there, I do read it. Let's get this up light in. Yeah, I uninstalled BO6 after trying Citadel. Good thing you tried it with the Game Pass. I have fucking COD on Game Pass on it.
I do think BO6 is pretty disappointing. No, correction. I think it started off really strong. And then became disappointing.
𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐿 would work with a chopper gunner.
Yeah.
Were you spinning that whole time in silence thinking about that? No, I agree with fuck, who was it that just said it? Nate. Like I think, yeah, 𝐸𝐸𝐸, Ascension, Shang, and Origins are really solid choices for that. I think TranZit would be great too. Huh? Yeah, they did say 𝐸𝐸𝐸. Yeah. And I think TranZit would be great. I think Die-Rise probably wouldn't be. Buried obviously wouldn't be. I think Nuketown obviously would be.
That would be awful.
What do you mean?
I hate Nuketown, so I'm just biased against it in general.
You're right, Nuketown's mostly indoors.
Yeah, but we're talking about what, like, we're talking about a multiplayer mechanic that's been added into zombies.
Yeah,
what
but
maps would it
I'm
work best in?
implementing
I would
my
hope
personal
that
bias.
I would hope the zombies map that's based around a fucking multiplayer map would happen to work best with the multiplayer
Yeah.
mechanic.
But I don't care.
Must be available for the Nintendo DS version, Virgo.
Of course. Actually, this is being made for Nintendo DS, but Nintendo keeps suing me because Nintendo's like that.
Dude, that's some. Man, I'm sorry. I like whiplashed the fucking conversation because
No, I agree with what you're about to say.
Well, I was gonna
That's
say
a
you
race.
answered, and then for some reason I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but like you weren't saying anything that I was saying. I was about to like derail it, but fucking BO6 and like
True.
some of the other some of the other modern zombies mechanics. Fucking, I don't like how they like take a half measure into doing cool shit. Like, I don't think any of the multiplayer kill streaks and stuff like that are inherently bad, or just the concept of like crafting, like the crafting table and those streaks and shit like that are bad. But like in Cold War, it made no sense, or like it just felt bad because it was literally just multiplayer stuff. And then like in BO6, they added mutant injections, which is like a zombies themed one, and I think that's sick. And then they just don't really have any others. Oh, and the Mangler arm cannon. But then it's like, why don't they have like all the other score streaks zombies-esque? Why is it a chopper gunner?
The RCXD.
Yeah, like why is it an RCXD? Why is it a chopper gunner? Why is it a fucking missile strike that you can kill yourself with?
I want to be honest, I literally never use the kill streaks.
Yeah.
I'll pick them up, forget I even have it, and just never use it.
Yeah.
I don't do like 99% of the things they add, to be honest. I just play them up and shoot the zombies.
I'm still annoyed that double tapping doesn't exist.
As much as I hate the things that Modern Zombies does, I do simultaneously respect some of them, but then double down on the hate just because they like do a fucking half measure. Like they could do cool things with the stupid shit they're adding, but then they don't do the cool shit, so it's just stupid shit that's stupid. Like Verko, what was it issue I was telling you about? Oh, the attachments. Like attachments being attachments being added and shit aren't an issue, I don't think. But they like none of the attachments do anything that are useful or zombies themed except for the suppressor. Which depending on the game it's from or the game it's in, it either just increases drop rate or increases salvage rate.
I mean, I just put a suppressor on everything because I hate noise.
Valid. I just put it on everything because it's just good for zombie. Like, there's nothing... not having a suppressor on in zombies is just pointless.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense. Like, there's literally no other attachment that does anything meaningful specific to zombies. Like, ADSing with a 0.25% faster speed means nothing in zombies. But being able to have more salvage come out, like, that's a perk. That's literally a perk. In fact, it literally is a perk because that's what Voltrade now does. So now you have that plus Voltrade. Yeah, Voltrade does that. Voltrade increases salvage drop rate. Specific to whoever has Voltrade. And it's the same thing with a suppressor. If you kill with a suppressor, you get extra salvage. So he basically gets to double that down now. But like, that's my point. Like, the fact that the suppressor as an attachment essentially just has a full-blown quality of a perk is sick.
I'll say Black Ops 6 is the only modern mod I've actually really played since BO3.
Which one?
Black Ops 6.
Yeah.
I played Cold War and Release for like a month.
Dude, Cold War I fucking loved, but then all of the content within it was just fucking awful. And then BO6 is just Cold War plus a little bit more, and I do enjoy that. Except the augment system. I really just don't like how they do the perks. Same thing with Cold War though, so I mean, it's not really a up or down on either side. But like,
the augment, but I don't know.
I just think it's fucking like... Cold War is as stupid as it was, at least you were able to like strategize how you were going to unlock things and how quickly you can get them and stuff like that by purposely exfilling or like choosing whether or not you want to exfil, what round you want to exfil on, what you're then going to use your Ethereum towards first, and then build it towards your perk in meaningful ways, regardless of which one you're upgrading first and stuff like that. But the augment system is just click this to research this one specific thing out of 3 potential like main mechanics out of perks that are perks, ammo mods, or what was the other thing? I don't even fucking remember. Oh, I think it's just perks and ammo mods, isn't it? But anyway, point being, like, you get to choose one from those 2 entire sections, and then the only way you upgrade it is simply just by playing, and it's XP.
Yeah.
And then you can't even, like, it's a mostly linear process for how to upgrade those things because you have to upgrade the majority of the augments for the first thing to even gain the ability to select the next one.
Yeah, Cold War.
Like, you can kind of strategize it, but it's not in any meaningful way. Yeah, I think Cold War's had a better beginning for that in concept, but also falls short for multiple other reasons. But like, I just hate how the augments do it. Like, I don't think the concept of using augments, like the equipping part, is bad. I think the way you obtain them is bad.
No, that's fair. I can agree with that.
And also the fact that they got rid of that, or like they changed the upgrading thing like that, it made it to where exfilling is now completely pointless in this game. You don't get any extra XP. You don't get any extra Ethereum. There is no other types of drops to get. You just specifically gain the chance to get whimsical gobblegums. And that's it.
That's pretty epic.
But Gobble
It's
Gums,
not.
come on.
I must say, they gave us the jet gun. I heard about the Raygun Mark II returning. Berry plus you have HA. ZC2 maybe. Ah yes, the ZC2 conspiracies.
Continue.
I almost spit out my drink because of that message. DPG. I gotta love the light plugged into the dirt. That's how we do things, man.
Hey, you don't know where that's going.
I mean, there's certain maps I wouldn't mind returning to BO6. The original 4, I'm always a fan of.
I just think, like, aside from TranZit, which is funny, but like aside from TranZit, I don't think really any of the maps from previous COD Zombies can really translate well into BO6 without the map itself having an entirely different and probably less enjoyable experience. Like, I don't think you could ever play Moon with BO6's mechanics and zombie types and stuff like that. Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's a meaning. That's like but that's what I'm saying. That's a massive change to them. It's no longer Moon. It's just like, what if we took Moon and then gave it the tagged or Totem treatment?
Yeah, true. I'd still be fine with that though.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I just
When are they gonna make
in the context
Shang on Mars? Or should I say Phobos? No, Shang's on Mars. Yeah, Shang is on Mars, Targ is on Phobos.
I fucking hate Blundell, bro. I fucking hate Blundell, dude. Over the span of like 6 months, I went from like really respecting Blundell to just, I think everything about him is laughable. Laughably bad, bro. Like, the mass retconning of shit, the unnecessary explanations for everything, the constant fan service that just directly pulls away from what was good about the story. And not even what was good, but just pulls away from cool things about the story. It just makes no fucking sense. Like, why? Why?
It's because Rad Olsen had the theory. Didn't he?
I don't think it started with Rad Olsen. I think it was just the fact that people saw that
He definitely popularized it,
images. I think. Oh yeah, he probably popularized it.
Because I think there was a meme on his channel, because I used to watch his story videos years ago. It's the only like zombies content I ever consumed, actually, ever, was Rad Olsen's story videos with his fucking whiteboard or whatever. Like, being like a crazy conspiracy theorist, always thought it was fun.
But yeah, like, it was just... Yeah, it was... What was it? It was like literally just the Vista images were Mars mountains or something like that. And then there was zero implication otherwise that Shang was on Mars.
I think you're ahead of.
Except, like, even the rock in the sky, I remember that people were saying the rock in the sky is one of the moons.
Yeah, it resembles Phobos.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
No, but if you look at it at a specific angle and then change the size of it, change it completely change it, it's literally the same.
And then I think the Chronicles remaster actually does make it look more similar to Phobos. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
Oh, it straight up does look like it.
Yeah, but like, why did, like, that was just because Blundell wanted to make that a thing. Like, I just don't get it. He just pisses me off, dude. And then he rode the success off of his 2 fucking maps and then copy-pasted them with aesthetic changes for BO3. Some of them in BO4. Those are his most successful maps. Anytime he tried to do something that wasn't directly Zelensky derivative, BO4 didn't work out well, except for like Ancient Evil, which copies Origins for the most part.
Something like Revelations Kino over the entire map plus expanded areas. You know, I think someone's doing that exactly, actually. What you just described sounds familiar.
Give me 5.
I don't know if someone gave up on
machine treatment. Okay.
Yeah.
See, like, that is a cool idea though too, because I do think it'd be interesting, aside from also seeing certain maps be remastered that hadn't been yet for Chronicles. I think aside from that, I do think it'd be cool to also see all of the original maps, even if unofficially, get given like the D-Machine treatment. Because like it would be cool to see Moon given a D-Machine treatment and Kino given the D-Machine treatment. I'm trying to think of another one that would be really, really interesting. So I don't think there's anything crazy could change about Shang for a D-Machine treatment that would like be cool aside from it just being different.
I mean, I guess Ascension
Ascension would be cool.
potential.
Yeah, Ascension would be cool.
Can you really see how lazy Track is getting with the tomb? I don't think there's laziness in this, Lattice. And a lot of the communities ask for this, by the way. People were asking for just like small, simple maps. Now they're doing it.
I honestly don't. I don't think the tomb really is bad. My only issue with the tomb is that they're treating it as a map that's similar in scale and prevalence in the story and shit like that as Terminus, but given half the size and content of Liberty Falls.
I still haven't played the term.
And for some reason they like really want to like jerk off this nostalgia dick with Origins in the map, even down to the name being a reference to Origins. But even having like the music from Origins when you go into what is totally not the crazy place, but instead just a part of the Dark Ether called the Dark Ether Nexus, where you can obtain the Ice Staff with zero explanation as to why.
Oh, you know.
But I think at its like core, it's not bad. I mean, it's a buried map underground where you can do a bunch of different things. It's basically, what if you gave Buried the aesthetic of Ancient Evil? And then for some reason didn't give it an interesting wonder weapon and instead just gave it the ice staff.
Is that all it has? The ice stuff?
Yeah, it's not even.
Oh,
all of the
I
stuff,
thought it
it's
had a
just the
fully
ice staff.
original 4 set of elemental things.
No, it's just the ice staff. There's not even a difference to the ice staff either. Actually, it's worse now. But like, it does the same shit. There's nothing unique about it, specific to BO6. It just does the same things it does, but with slower and clunkier animations and less damage.
That's strange. Clitorius?
That is a goated name. I was just reading that.
You wouldn't call the tome a bad map, but it's definitely not good. The map makes 0 sense and feels like custom zombies.
Right. That's probably how I feel about it.
The main problem I have with the new era zombies is the freedom of movement, actually. How you can just jump over everything. It makes the maps feel the same. Like there's
I agree.
it feels like there's no level design anymore. Can't you just
I agree.
open space and go anywhere?
I agree.
And I agree. Calm. Barrel!
The soul step in the upgrade process is so bad. That's another thing too, is like a lot of my things that I rant about and call dog shit, like a lot of it I'm rambling about the lore aspect, which I care about the most. But like I ramble about the lore aspect because it indirectly or even directly influences every other aspect of the design. And like that's why it's so much more significant to me. Like everything relating to the ice staff in the map is completely incoherent and dog shit. Simply because the lore makes no sense, because it can't make sense. And then they don't even try to explain it. Like none of the upgrade stuff makes sense. Or has any clear goal. Like in Origins, yeah, it was stupid because like we didn't know shit at the time, so trying to figure it out was stupid because you're trying to solve a puzzle that has like match symbols to other symbols that you can only solve through trial and error, and then only Like, there's nothing in the map to help solve that puzzle. You just have to, like, look up a guide for the symbols or memorize them after learning through trial and error, which is really stupid. But everything after that makes sense. And aside from that, it's at least a clearer goal of what to do. The first step you do for the ice staff is obtain a monocle, move these crystals around the map, completely random by chance until they get to 2 specific murals, to then shoot numbers in an order on that lit up mural to do 2 lockdowns to get 2 different parts. After you get those parts, you then put the ice staff together. To then upgrade the ice staff, you then just have to, completely unprompted and with 0 even hint in the map or explanation afterwards, shoot every crystal within 10 seconds. And that's it. You just shoot it within 10 seconds and then you can keep going. Upgrade it. Like, it just it makes no sense. And there's nothing that even points at it because they have no lore behind it.
How do I do those rotations with the arrows? Hit R. R for rotate. That's what toggles are. That's what toggles is. And an uncommon one. Actually, I don't know if this is the default keyboard or not. If you have a piece of Geo, let's say this. This only works with Geo, by the way. If you do Control Alt Shift E, you can unlock uniform. Like, this is how you'd scale in like Unreal Engine. Where it does like both ends at the same time. It only works in Geo. I don't know if that's the default keyboard or not. Let me look. If it isn't, it is this, free scaling. So if you hit Control K, which opens key bindings, and then just search free scaling, you can either hit edit toolbars and then drag this onto a toolbar, or you can bind it if it's not already there, because I can't remember what's default or not compared to what I made. Also, whenever you do any of those movements with Geo, hit Control G right after. That snaps it to the grid. Because otherwise you run the risk of having degenerate brushes. But actually, the number one tip I can give to new mappers is open key bindings, which is Control K, and then just browse through everything. You will find shit, be like, oh wow, I didn't know you could do that. Oh wow, you can do that, and then you can bind them, add them in. Because that's what I did many years ago. I was like, no way. Sack. That's a good crunch.
Can you guys want a meeting?
Very red.
No.
Are you dumb? It's
Alright,
obviously.
ready? I'll do it again.
Sounds like fucking chips.
Dr. Pepper.
It was Dr. Pepper.
Fucking knew it, chat.
I froze Dr. Pepper into a bunch of ice cubes and started chewing on it.
I'd say
The pepper is disgusting.
it is. It tastes like
You should be
metal.
ashamed of yourself.
You guys are fucking wrong.
No, you're
Keep in mind to everyone watching, these 2 people here that are blatantly wrong about the taste of Dr. Pepper and saying it's bad are the same people that think eating fucking buttered bread, not even toasted, just buttered bread with fucking rainbow sprinkles on it is a delicacy.
It is a delicacy.
It's fucking great.
You got Bloodborne on Steam Deck? Damn, Sony must hate you. Bloodborne's the one that people want, right? On PC? Or is that a different game? Am I thinking of the right game?
I think Bloodborne's already on PC. I don't think you could get it on Steam Deck otherwise.
I swear someone ported a PlayStation exclusive to PC, like customly. I don't even know how they did that.
I don't know, people are crazy. Have you seen people are starting to like make like N64 games into EXEs, so you don't even need an emulator for them anymore, and therefore it makes them run 20 times better.
No, some sort of
Because you're not running
translation.
a virtual machine.
Yeah.
Give me those banjo games.
It's actually kind of fucking crazy.
People are emulating PS4 just for Bloodborne. Shad PS4. How well does PS4 games run on PC? Because I've never tried to emulate PS4. I've tried to emulate PS3 to play God of War, and to this day, it's still like it runs so bad, and it's like mostly non-functional.
It's probably better because
It's
PS2
less-
and PS3, the developers had to like do tricks to work specifically with the console.
Yeah.
They probably don't have that limitation with PS4.
I feel like as we get the newer and new generations, I feel like they become more and more like PCs, where like the architecture is way more similar to just normal shit.
Mm.
Because I think PS3 had a very specific type of architecture. Aqualiba, what is up? We out here detailing this little breakout section. Off stream, I detailed all this up here for both sides, and I finished all the clipping. Here, chat, look at this. Clipping is 100% complete, so it is perfectly smooth, as all things should be.
No rough edges.
Not a single
jarring
rough edge.
jumps.
Everything is smoothed the whole way.
Why find something that's not smooth?
Then I'm betting in. Everything's slick clipped as well, so you can jump over the railing if you're not bad at the game. You can't jump over this one though, because it's too complicated to slick clip this part, so you just can't. Just have to take some L's. PS4 emulation isn't nearly complete at all. There's still a ton of graphical bugs, and a lot won't run at all. Biggest custom map? As far as I'm aware, yeah. I think Citadel de Mort is bigger. And also Penn's been working on that since World at War. I think it's like 8 years in development now. It is like a one-to-one recreation of a real-life island or something, or town city. I can't remember what the fuck it is. But it is obscenely massive.
There's also the one that Midget Blaster is doing.
Oh yeah, what is that, by the way?
I don't know if it's something that he wants to be said publicly or not. I'll DM you it.
Sure, I mean, I could just ask him when we're in the VC next.
Sure. Well, I just meant, like, I don't know if it's something he wants to have be heard on stream or not. He probably
Yeah.
doesn't care.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
I think it's Project Harkonnen. Like Harkonnen from like Dune.
Oh, Doom's so good.
Dude, Dune, I can't get over how good that is.
Can't wait for Doom 3.
Dune Messiah
There you go, Berkeley.
actually gonna be insane.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that already, but is that what it's for?
Is what?
Like,
What it's for?
the purpose is what the purpose was in the thing it's of? That's so fake.
Are you meaning, like, is it meant to be playable in zombies for zombies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then, like I said, as the follow-up thing, like, I think there's going to be multiple types of ways to play it as well.
Yeah, that'll definitely
And
be
then
bigger than this.
subsections and shit.
Bada bing, bada boom.
But yeah, I don't know what he's thinking about that as like a public thing. I mean, he literally screen shares and talks about it all the time with people. I just
Yeah, I mean,
I just didn't
that
want to assume.
that's like VC though. That's like Motulus.
Yeah.
Would the jet gun be similar to the Liberty Falls version? It'll be the Liberty Falls gun, like the model, the animations, the sounds, all that. But in terms of how it functions, will be different. Like I haven't decided exactly. When I get to actually making the thing, it's probably going to go through like 10 different versions in testing and stuff. but I'll be trying to make it very OP, but not so obscenely OP. Because I wanted to like feel like an obscene reward. Because you have to get the parts across the whole map. And you know, my version's even bigger. So it should feel very rewarding to be able to build it. And also to be upgradable too, by the way. The Mastered Jit Gun. Gotta go. Keep up the good work, man. I'm excited to play this map. TranZit has been a favorite map of mine for like 12 years. Hope your version can revive the map. Keep up the hard work. Appreciate it. Scurry Nail. Have a good one. Since I've been working on TranZit for so long, has my opinions and ideas changed for how you want the map to be than originally intended? Has it changed? Not really. I don't think it's changed at all. I'd say that it's
changed a lot actually. He actually removed the bus. I'm just kidding. Chat. Guys, it was a joke. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Guys. Come on, it was funny.
He's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's valid. Who moved me?
No, it'll be a forever mystery that we can't solve.
Oh, you fucker, I don't even have access to the audit log. How the fuck am I an admin without audit log? I'm sorry, I'm a mod. I'm Steph. What do you mean?
I swear we've had this conversation before.
What about not being able to have the audit log?
You have access to log the channel, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but why don't I have access to the audit log?
Oh, I get. I mean,
it doesn't tell me who moved me.
No, it does, but I think I'm excluded from it. Maybe. Or it should, because I prefer this log because it has.
It's just like buggy.
No, it doesn't. That's strange. It tells you when people join, but not when they move.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Yeah, I like this log a lot more because it shows what people said and edited and deleted in chats.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just add you to the order log then. By you, I mean the role staff.
Don't worry about it right now. What the fuck?
It's too late. I'm already doing it.
Nah, fuck this straight.
Done. It's done, mate. It's that easy.
Thank you for giving me the power to see the audit log. Now I can see who moved me. Berko.
Oh wow.
That's fake news. Is the Pack-a-Punch process going to be different in your version? Yes. So my version, every area will have a Pack-a-Punch switch. And once you activate all the switches, Pack-a-Punch is permanently available for the rest of the game. So it's just a one-time thing. You run around the map, activate all the switches, boom, Pap's always open. The bank blowing up the vault thing, that'll still be a thing. Like, you still gotta throw the grenade at it and blow it up. And then to open the lab itself is the 5 switches. Well, not 5, there's way more, probably. Because there's bus depot, tunnel, diner, farm, narc, power station, hunter cabin, and town. That's 8. Dude, orange cream flavored drinks are top tier.
So good.
Shout out to
So
Konto
good.
for showing me that.
Wait, flavored drink? Oh yeah, you're right.
What?
Dude, I completely forgot I've experienced them for a second.
You're the one that showed it to me.
I know. Yeah, as soon as you said it, I'm like, oh yeah, because I immediately remembered the conversations where I was talking about like the orange dreamsicle monster.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, they're so fire.
Would there be a better fast travel rather than the lamps? Yeah, I'm having the tally pad system from Alpha Omega. So it's not OP, we can just teleport anywhere. You have to build tally pads and then place them at 2 points, and then you can teleport between those 2 points. And then every P or Y, point of interest, will have a tally pad placeable location where you can put it. So it's like a balance between, you know, easy fast travel, but you also have to put the work in actually going there first, placing them down. And then people come up with strategies like the most optimal location to put them in, whatever. Would there be a max ammo round like dogs? I do plan on implementing dogs. I want to have elemental dogs. Which just means like dog has lightning, one dog has fire, one dog has...
Actually hard dogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the dogs hard,
Hack
but
assist
they're gonna
dogs.
be easy. The first one's an easy. So after the either before or after you ready up is when the dog round will happen.
Give us the hacker space dogs.
Let me see if I can delete these. No, looks bad. Always reduce the radius of your lights to only what you need. It helps with performance and too many overlapping lights. Cull this out. Let me increase the bake intensity scale on this one. No. Let me grab this. Lower this a tiny bit. You know what? I might make this one flashing. Oops. Bada bing, bada boom. Hello? Okay.
I just went to pee.
But you came instead.
No, ew.
Ew, child.
No, and I was just thinking about it, man. Like, I've reached enlightenment last night.
I don't want to know what you got up to last night, mate.
I'm Virgo knows.
Yeah, we did some things together.
Yeah. And it definitely involved a latex mask.
Now that I'm into.
And some teleportation.
Of course.
And I won't say the third one for fear of controversy. This has been my set. Good night.
Let's take this stream to OnlyFans.
No.
Pickle Juice Lava, what is up? No, denizens. Denizens won't be out in the open like they were in TranZit, but denizens will exist in some capacity, of which I won't spoil. And my hint is they don't like the light.
Sounds like something else I know.
Rev has a shit ton. Rev has a shit ton of. Rev has a shit ton of. Rev has a shit ton of cut content. Rev,
Sorry.
Rev has a shit ton of cut content because they wanted everything. All enemies and wonder weapons, according to the Wikipedia 3 docs. I know that was cut shit from Rev, but wasn't it because of memory limits? Like they had more than enough time to do it because they were ahead of schedule by like a ridiculous amount, right? So the only reason why it wasn't included was because of like budget, memory budgets, and this budgets, other budgets. And I don't mean dollar budgets, I mean like performance budgets.
That's what you get for drinking Dr. Pepper, mate.
I wasn't drinking
Real.
Dr. Pepper. It was water.
That's even worse
I
actually.
don't have Dr. Pepper right now. I agree.
Don't let big water trick you into thinking water's good for you.
Dude, this is a big water too. Look at this. Hold up. Let me turn on my. Hold on. This is my penis. Okay. Hold up.
And they both took a fat one. Big hit, brother. Big hit of that water.
Look at how big this fucking water is too.
That's not even big, mate. What do you want about?
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
What is that? Like 600 mil?
Probably 1 liter.
Oh, that looks like a liter.
He's gonna say some
Almost
ounces. Bullshit.
What is that?
It's
1.5?
one. It's 1.5. Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah, it's not big.
Or would you get that from 7-Eleven?
I mean, I was getting really confused for a second how you knew that, and then forgot that the logo's literally on there.
Together of Dying Wish, true. Would the bus work like the tram from Shadows of Evil? No. So, here's the logic of the bus, of how it will work.
I'll have to go at it.
As long as at least one person is on the bus, it'll go. Otherwise, it won't. And then, you can also call it to your location. So if you're at town, but the bus is at tunnel, there'll be somewhere in town where you can, like, 500 points, call the bus to you, and then the bus will come to you.
Payphone.
Payphone.
I'm at payphone. Can you just like place an artistically clashing like bus stop prop from the hit video game SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, where you go to change characters via bus stop? Can you just place those in each area and like buy them to call a bus? Thank you.
Just put in an Australian bus stop.
That's
It's just a
crazy. What if you
fucking
just
pole.
didn't do that? What is with you and your Australian supremacy? You and your favorite?
If I hadn't-
Oh no, make it an Australian bus stop.
If it's an Australian bus stop, all the glass would have to be shattered everywhere.
Yeah. Or it's just a fucking pole in the middle of nowhere.
America,
True.
dude, best country out there. Am I right, Dad? Come on. I know you
Would there
guys
be
wrong.
BS6 weapons?
That's how
No.
you guys got it.
How do I make it so that the
Very
light
breakfast
produces lens flare by proximity? Is it a volume? It's just an effect. Lens flares are effects. Yeah, you just place them. That's all there is to it, to be honest. When you're in the FX browser, just search the lens flare. And you'll see some pre-made ones by track.
Pretty cool.
Slow the light
Pretty
flash
cool.
a little? No. Haven't kept up in a few months. Am I still in tunnel? Yes, we're finishing up tunnel. This is all done now. It's very nice. Very nice. It's very nice. Big fan. Shout out to me.
I'm waiting for stream to catch up. For on my screen, you're still just staring at the flashing lights.
Sounds like it, you probably.
I assume your upcoming map will be playable on most PCs. I have a decent enough one and can get 120 FPS, but it's nothing crazy. If you want to see how well you run TranZit, literally load Bus Depot right now that I released in the workshop. That's how the map's going to run for you.
That is until he adds the crypto miner.
I'm surprised no one's done that yet.
Can you even do that?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess you
can
could,
you can do file IO with Lua and straight write and read files on your computer. Like any map could have a virus in it.
Why would you say that?
It's just true. Well, which is why personally, I
scared.
don't be running maps personally. I haven't run a map in like years.
Well, now I'm scared, because what if... Guys, did you hear that? Verko just said that he put a crypto miner...
That's not what I said! What perks won't have a machine? None. All the perks will have a machine.
Except
this-
Tombstone.
No, Tombstone will have a machine.
No.
I'm sorry, I'll stop being misinformation.
I saw that a classified remake is coming to BO3. That's cool. The survival maps won't have all the machines.
Is it going to be a one of his?
Yes, on the survival maps will be a one of his. But in the full map, there will not be a one of his. Only in a specific area because of a reason. But in the full map, you won't see it anywhere in the playable space. Unless you do certain
That
things, order of
sounds
events to gain access to a
ominous.
certain thing in a certain sequence of events in a certain area. Because that area
I wonder what that
that you
could
can't
be
leave from for a while doesn't have all the perk machines. And I'm sure Conto already knows exactly where I'm talking about.
I do, and that wouldn't make sense for it to be there.
So, chat, what is? Oh, I'm in the fucking proof. Oh, wait a minute. Chat, do you ever do that? Type 1 in chat if you've ever done that.
1. 121 guns.
That's fine. It's the only proof up.
No, I see them in like 2 weeks.
Do you actually?
Who?
Yeah. It's Green Day.
Yeah,
Who the fuck is Green Day?
You've never heard... You've heard Green Day. You've heard Green Day.
Okay, buddy.
You've heard Green Day.
I'm sick of misinformation. Chat, is Green Day a real thing?
Yes,
No.
dude. Speaking of green, have you seen those fucking trends on Twitter recently over like the past, I think, week now? Where like someone will post some shit, whether it's like a picture or a video, and then someone will just reply like, "Hey, that's cool, man. I have the green version of this." It's just the exact same thing that was posted, but it's just made completely green for some reason.
I'm gonna use Twitter.
It's so fucking funny.
Twitter doesn't even exist, bro. More misinformation.
Yeah.
Do you mean X?
It's so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
X,
I will
come on.
never call it X. I will never call it X.
Elon's literally clawing in the corner.
I hope he does. I hope he hears this and creates another alt account and pretends to be someone to like some for himself. And go, X
That's-
was actually a good idea. The people that kicked them off PayPal
Maybe-
are weirdos.
Maybe he could
And
cheat in
they're wrong.
PoE2 again. Bro, imagine he pretends to high round and got zombies. That'll be so fucking funny.
He does pretend to care about COD zombies. Or not pretend, but he probably would fake shit. Yes!
He has the real device on his end table.
One of the first ever things, aside from him talking about how much he loved Overwatch in an interview, one of the other things where he like hinted at being into games and shit was him posting a picture and the fucking real device is just sitting on his desk next to, I don't even remember what it was. It was like a gun from another game.
I wonder what
the
he
real device was
will he
cool
play
there.
TranZit though is the question.
Will he play TranZit? Oh my god, dude.
All I remember is when he made Amber Heard dress up as that bitch from Overwatch.
Of course that's what you used to. You probably jacked off to it.
Wow.
What
Oh,
perks
that's all.
whenever machine? I already read that. Well, I have the banking system like the OG map. Yes, plans to work with W to implement the shared banking between my map, his map, which is Dairaz, and then their TranZit. And I believe we're also working with Slayan to have that also integrated with his Buried. And called for that map, I can't remember what he's doing. Call of the Dead 5 something. It's all gonna be linked. As well as the Super ISO. Love if you added Ethereal Razor so we can pair it with Governor Knuckles just like in Alpha Omega. Interesting.
What happened?
You know, I might remove it as mine.
Thank you.
Just because it makes everything too complicated. Like, it just complicates everything. Because it replaces your melee, technically, to a different weapon. And it replaces your grenades. And it's too much to deal with. I'll probably implement the Widow's Wine mechanics into something else. And I just mean specifically the getting hit, making the Widow explosion part, not the grenade replacement or the knife replacement.
everywhere.
Yeah. Berker, can I get a shout out saying, I am your favorite gooner? No.
Hey, yo, shout out to,
Can we get a more balanced version of the fridge using a mod?
Chat here when I just
The fridge won't be shared between maps at all because we all have different guns. But, I mean, what do you mean by balanced? Do you want it more powerful or less powerful? I'm gonna be following this project for any idea as to when it will be finished.
Wait, yeah, what's not balanced about the fridge?
Yeah, you already can't put pack-a-punch weapons in it. You already can't put specific weapons in it.
Yeah, you can't put packed or wonder weapons in it. And then that's it. Everything else is entirely free game. And then you have to get that weapon first.
I'm gonna make this wet.
Moist.
I'm going to hit you. Why did I go on Twitter again? Oh, right, to find green.
Do you mean X?
I love Ferryman.
Would the avocados spawn during normal rounds? And will it be buffed or nerfed? And what power-ups will it drop, if any? When you turn the power on, the sample Avogadro will be released. And it will function pretty much the same way.
You will then take the sampled Avogadro and make a sick beat out of him.
But as for the big guy, it's completely different. He's a whole new level. A whole other level.
Buddy. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
And can you put Pact in it, but not Wonder Weapons? Oh shit! Yo! Wacky Flappy Bob!
Yes!
What the fuck? Bro, I thought someone started playing that in Discord. Yo, shout out to Simbo for the fucking rap song. Yo, Wacky Flappy Bob with the 75. Holy shit. I don't think anyone's ever... People are doing the fucking donos that no one's ever done before. That's crazy. Yo, Wacky Flappy Bob, get some poop emojis in the chat. That's a poop of the dead donation right there.
Yo, that's crazy. Hey Bob, can you summon Satan next?
Wacky Flappy Bob, man.
Whoa.
Boom, boom, boom. That's lots of booms. Wait.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sometimes I'm dumb in the head. 16
Gunner.
plus 3 is 19. Fun fact.
That's not 19.
What do you mean 16 plus 3 isn't 19?
No, yeah, but it's XIX.
That's what I put!
I'm waiting to catch up for it on stream. How are you that close in the stream to see that he put that?
Because I'm better than you.
Why the fuck am I so delayed?
Yo, shout out to Wacky Flappy Bob once again.
The fucking fairy bread.
Will I release an older version of the map at release with BO2 guns? Maybe you could ask for the newly rendered BO2 guns from Zelda. No, I won't be doing that. If you want BO2 style stuff, just play Zelda's map. As soon as the map's out, I'm immediately focusing on the big update, which is Battle Update.
The big update.
Do you know what would be good here?
Very good.
Bro, I swear to fucking God.
Chat. Kill him.
Chat, kill him. Chat,
Chat, find his location.
chat, make like a horde of zombies and tear them to pieces. Chat, show me your feet. Ah, fuck.
Chat, fetch me his soul.
What?
Half speed, what is up? The big update. Yeah, I'm gonna release Battle Rap B in an update. So it's gonna be a pretty substantial update.
He's also gonna add Minecraft Steve as a DLC character.
I'm not adding Minecraft Steve as a DLC character.
I'm
And
gonna add Alex instead.
he's also gonna add but he's also gonna add Hero. If you guys know Hero, shout out Hero. With all of his spells, or her, with all of their spells as well. Including but not limited to Kaboom.
What the fuck is Kaboom?
Kaboom. Only real ones know Virko, and you're not a real one, obviously. If you don't even know about Hero, the hit DLC character, complete with all of the spells that you're gonna be adding into TranZit in the big update, I don't get it. I don't like.
He's adding the gritty. Can confirmed. Can confirmed. Can confirmed.
The Avogadro would be like, right, but
Dude, I couldn't make the Avogadro hit the gritty.
you really could.
The power I hold is crazy.
Dude, just rip the emote straight from Fortnite.
We had a little drip.
There should be a TV that has console doing it.
You will never, ever, 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 ever catch me doing the gritty.
Cut to.
Hitting the gritty. You'll never catch me hitting the gritty. I never will do it. I will never do it.
Not even for
Chat wants it. Come on.
feet.
Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Who's we talking?
We got it.
Nay, nay. Feet aren't enough.
we had a little dust motes.
Perhaps something more expansive. Shall I say, inflated? Man, that was a good one. Fuck you guys.
Inflation is crazy.
I didn't say inflation. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm talking about the economy.
Yeah, me too.
As long as there's enough corn in the map, of course. A quest to upgrade Misty's Juggernauts.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, do you think people have made Misty memory?
Yes, it says yes.
Good Deborah.
They most definitely have. Do you have any idea how little pornography there is of Misty from BO2?
What are you talking about? How do you know
There's
that?
not a lot.
I can't say I look for it, so
I don't either. I'm just guessing.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. Dude. I'm just saying. Guys.
I love empty effects.
Like, I don't know. You know that, right? Like, I don't know.
I don't know what you don't know.
surely there has to be some.
I mean, there is some, but, like, it's just not a lot in comparison to a lot of other characters out there. There's plenty
Like
of accessible things. Just, and, like, weirdly enough, name basically any other female character that isn't in Call of Duty. For some reason, all of the female characters in Call of Duty games are they just don't have a lot. Like, there's some hand-drawn stuff. I don't think there's ever really any, like, 3D animated stuff. There have been some renders recently. Because
Yeah.
of, like, those couple people on Twitter that do an influx. But, like, even then with Misty specifically in that, there's not a lot. But, like, it's like, for some reason, the Call of Duty women just don't have as much appeal online for there to be artists to be making a lot of it. Or so I'm told.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. A quick Reddit search came up with some results.
Yeah, but it's not a lot.
What is a lot to you?
How much do you want?
All I'm saying is, if I Googled, like,
Yeah.
Misty Call of Duty Black Ops 2 porn, right? I'll probably get some results. Some of them with varying degrees of nudity and potential satisfaction to me as a viewer and consumer, correct? However, I would never, ever be able to look up Misty on Scarlet Futa foot job session and get any
This
sort of
sounds
result.
like a
But you
you
know
problem.
what? If I did that with Diva,
Who the fuck is Diva?
bro, you guys, listen, man. Look, first you don't know Hero. Chat knows who I'm talking about with Hero, right, guys? You all know Hero, right, chat? Yeah. and then you don't know who fucking Diva is. Chat gets it, right, chat, guys? You see
I
her
don't know
feet?
about that.
You see her feet? Mercy, honestly, I'm more into Mercy's feet. I mean, I'm not.
Just
Or
a you
I've
thing,
heard.
eh?
I've heard people are. No, I've just heard people are into Mercy's feet.
Nado, what is up? Hello, Voka, how you been? I've been good. This shit looks absolutely amazing, brother. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. Perk Beck. Get bro off the mic. Send him to the goon cave.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I didn't say I know any of this. I don't. I've just seen. Or I've heard people say.
You've seen,
That-
you've heard.
No, I've heard someone out there. I don't remember who. It's probably someone in real life too. That way. It can't even be found on the internet that I'm talking about that. But like they don't.
It's okay. They go to another school.
That's cool and all, but did you guys know that Abigail Brierton's nickname in the hit video game Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is a reference to a cut aspect of TranZit that's still implied through some voice lines? Eat shit. Go fuck yourself.
Who the fuck's
I don't watch
Abigail?
Misty porn. Abigail Brierton.
Who?
Misty.
It's not Misty. It's quite warm actually.
That's who Abigail Brierton is. It's Misty.
Men's is too late. You're the gooner. Loba is my main girl.
Oh my god, they have started making stuff now! Dude, that's a zombie doing it. I mean, or so I'm told.
That's a zombie doing what? What's the zombie doing?
All I'm saying is, when zombies are saying brains, they're just referring to what Misty's doing right now.
Oh, like doing some really hard math equations.
Right.
Yo, that math puzzle in Terminus, I quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I think this little section is complete. Actually, we should clip this.
This guy makes gooners look bad. Gooners are inherently bad. Shit lips. And I'm not a gooner. And me talking about what I've heard is not the same thing as being a gooner. I hate that everyone's changing the fucking definition of gooner recently because TikTok titty brains
Them damn
out
TikToks.
there are like, let me get a funny word.
Yeah,
Die.
buddy.
Die.
You see, Kanto was a actual gooner, but then they hijacked the
No.
word and the meaning, which is
No.
why he's so pressed about it.
No, I just care about etymology.
The etymology, the history of etymology is that words evolve. That's what
Nope.
etymology
Yeah.
means.
Nope.
No, they definitely evolved.
Nope. Nope, it doesn't.
Did
change
what is the
definition.
etymology
It doesn't
of
change the
etymology?
definition. I don't know. I don't care.
You just said you did go.
No, I care about the etymology of like gooner.
Why might they be?
Cause, dude, like, especially when people say like, "Oh, gooning versus edging," like they're the same thing. I mean, they're not the same thing, but they're not opposites. So saying one versus the other doesn't make sense. To goon is to edge multiple times in a row in a trance-like state
TranZit like state?
because you're so obsessed with Misty's juggernauts. I'm not a gooner. It talks about Misty Rule 34. Exactly, I'm not. That doesn't make me a gooner. That just means that I like what I like. I mean, what I've heard people like.
Archie, this
That
is
doesn't
gonna
make
go
me a
sus.
gooner. I'm just saying, you guys are making this weird.
Chat,
Yeah, of course.
this section is complete.
Complete.
It's complete. V, what is up?
Beep. Gooner.
Send him to the gulag, the gulag. True.
Ah, that's very funny.
You are a gooner. You were chosen. You were cursed.
See, like, that doesn't even make sense. That's not funny. You just threw gooner in there. That doesn't make sense. It's not even in the right spot.
Archie, I said this is all your fault. You started this.
Bada bing, bada. Better come. Actually,
Only through me, the Shadow Man.
Joe, this is good shit right here. Alright, that's done. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we can move on to this fucking room. But guess what? This fucking room is next gen.
No, see, fucking.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Gotta tune in
Pon's
next time
immediately,
for more of this
Pon's
sort of thing.
immediately misunderstanding what I'm saying. I came here
Immediately.
not to talk about the difference between a gooner and an edger. That's my point. There isn't a difference. If you goon, that means you edge multiple times back to back. If you edge once, then you're just edging. You're not an edger for edging. You're a gooner for edging in multiple instances.
Quality commentary.
I'm sorry, Hardy.
Isn't that called delayed gratification?
Well, yeah, because think about it, like, because it builds it up, and like, because you're like not actually like.
Chad, did you come here to learn
Experiencing,
mapping
like-
or to learn how to goon? It's 1 for goon, 2 for mapping.
I'm just saying, man. All I was talking about was that there wasn't a lot of Misty out there that I've heard about
Heard about.
from my friend. I'm just saying.
R34 ranked.
Fuck. It's not a Rule 34 podcast for Call of Duty. I was just simply stating an observation that people have made online. Wait, which one was one again?
One's gooning.
Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. Chat, their opinion matters. Never mind, Virgo. I like what they're saying.
This is the COD R34 podcast.
God, dude. Oh my God. Speaking of podcasts.
Shut your mouth. Alright, so this is the storage room where they store things. Zombies will spawn here. Now let me move these closer. So they have more room to move.
Not.
That's good. We need some visibility blocker. We'll just throw in this. Wood. Ply.
Wood.
Don't.
Yeah, you would like
Wood.
Ew. Whoa.
Wooden. Got him.
That is not funny. Oh. So this blocks the player from being able to see them spawn into existence. Very cool. Alright,
I feel like
so we'll detail this next stream. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream here, guys. I'm very pleased with finishing sections. It's very nice. So this section's finished, this section's finished, and the only things left is this and the power, and then the little tunnel section. And then that's basically ready to go, you know? So I won't see you next weekend, most likely. It depends on my sleeping pattern. But if not, the weekend after that, and then the weekend after that. So, I'll see you all next time, motherfuckers. It's been great. Shout the fuck out, shout out to the fuck, shout the fuck out to Wacky Flappy Bob, Death Dealer, Great Scott, and don't forget Acidic Cyan with the fucking 200, bro. That was crazy. Why is Stream Elements actually dumb in the head? They need to get their shit together. Your late night gaming just joined. May I ask who the spooky gentleman without a head is in my thumbnail? That's just a zombie I was murking the fuck out of. Mid screenshot, you know?
major lore significance though, so keep your eyes peeled.
There's no lore significance in the slightest.
A lot of lore significance.
Absolutely none. But I'll
heard
see you
a lot
cunts
about
and next time.